If your cover letter starts with the words, "Dear hiring manager," guys, we gotta talk. Because guess what? 99%, almost all cover letters start off with that exact same line. And unfortunately, what happens with that? You get ignored. And most of the time, that cover letter goes straight to the trash. And today, I'm gonna show you the counterintuitive way to write out a cover letter, not just gets read, but also positions you as the top freelancer for the job. And here's the spoiler alert. It's not what you think. It's not the standard advice you think. So watch till this video and we'll break down what it is, the framework, and then how you actually put it to use in the real world. So if you're ready, grab the pen, grab your notebook, and let's get started. These are some of the biggest mistakes. Freelancers think that a cover letter should be long, detailed, and full of information. I've seen it all the time. Most of the applications we get in cover letters, it's a novela, and clients don't have time to read novels. Number two is that they list out their experiences in their work just like a resume. Big mistake, guys. A cover letter is a letter. It's not a resume. It's not for you to repeat what's in your resume. If that's the case, then we just read the resume. And number three is, unfortunately, we've been trained to use very corporate, very formal language. Dear hiring manager, it is with great, big words, complicated words. Again, you don't want to confuse the client. You don't want to confuse them with trying to be something that you're not, being too corporate. Clients want to see humans, real people that can help them with the problems they're looking to solve. So here's the truth. Clients don't really care about your fancy, complicated, sophisticated intros, repeating the same information from your resume. What they really care about is finding somebody who can solve their problems. And that's exactly what we're gonna focus in on in the framework for your cover letter, how you position yourself to be that problem solver for the client. All right, so if you're ready, this is the framework to write out your perfect cover letter. First, you start with a hook. Second, you add in your proof. And then third, you add in a call to action, right? Hook, proof, call to action. Let's break that down. Step one, the hook. What should you have in your hook? The goal for your hook is to grab attention immediately. This is what you open with. First 10-15 seconds that the client is reading that cover letter, you gotta make that hook impactful. For example, I saw your job post and I had to reach out. I have an idea to make your problem easier. Strong hook, right? Building curiosity. Step two, the proof. This is when you want to mention a previous project that you've done that's relevant to the job description. So you can then follow up and say, I've worked on a similar project on my last role and I help increase results by percentage or metric. Clients want to know that you're not just talking, you can actually deliver results. And this is where you put that in, right? Think about the previous results you've done for clients, similar projects before, and then add it in there. The result by the percentage. Step three is your call to action. So what this does is it makes it easy for the client to say yes. So typically a bad freelancer, they would end by saying, let me know if you're interested, just let me know. Typically that gets ignored, right? A better freelancer can say something like, I'd love to share a quick idea about solving your problem, and I'd love to book a quick call to share that with you. What you're doing is you're giving onus to them that you want to share the idea and you want to book a call to speak with them, right? Instead of just saying, let me know, which is vague. All right, that's the three-step framework for you to write a cover letter that gets read and gets impact. Start with a strong hook, add in your proof, and then put in a call to action. Let's take this to the real world. Let's compare a bad cover letter to a good cover letter. So a bad one, for example, starts with, Dear hiring manager, I'm excited to apply for this position. I have 5 years experience in graphic design and I think I'd be a good contribution to your team. Client would typically scroll through, ignore, or delete. Instead, here's what you can do. Hello, Mr. Client. I saw your job post and I had to reach out because I have an idea to improve your social media engagement and I've worked on similar campaigns before. One of my clients saw a 50% increase in their reach and in their engagement. And I'd love to share a quick strategy with you that could also potentially work. Would you be open to a quick call to discuss? So that quick 3-sentence cover letter does a lot more than a full-page resume rewritten cover letter, right? So break that framework down and then start implementing, start trying to practice that. All right, so here's my challenge to you. What I'd like you to do, take a look at your cover letter and delete all the fluff. Get rid of everything that doesn't really matter to the clients, right? All the generic information. And then put in the framework, hook, proof, call to action. Hold up. Just another quick note. After you do that, after you edit your cover letter with your hook, with your proof and call to action, remember the cover letter is only one part of your entire client acquisition process. And another big part is making clients feel like you understand them more than everybody else. So if you'd like to know the next secret phrase that makes clients think that you get them, subscribe to the channel, or the video might already be live here somewhere, and then we'll show you that secret phrase. So have you ever sent a cover letter that got frustrating or funny responses? Drop them in the comments, drop the worst ones, and we'll read them and maybe we can react to them too. Until then, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.